What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Excuse me. Now for this week's episode, we got a bit of an interesting topic for you guys this week. So we know that 3 of the 4 members of Hit Row, Top Dollar, B-Fab, and Ashanti the Adonis came back to SmackDown last week. 2 weeks ago, we saw Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Last Monday on Raw, we saw Dexter Lumis. But that was all because of Triple H. We even also got to see Io Sky and Dakota Kai come back as well. But what about the rest of them? Who else could come back? That is what we are going to... That is the topic I'm going to be talking about in this week's episode, because I'm going to be talking about some of the superstars that could come back and why I think they should. Now I am on WWE.com's superstar WWE alumni list, so I will be going in alphabetical order. Excuse me. And I'm going to just give you guys my thoughts as to why I think they should come back to WWE. So hopefully you guys are ready for this episode. If you guys are, and you guys want to see more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. Links will be in the description below. And if you guys have fan mail that you want to send me, the info will be in the description as well. Obviously, we know that some of these WWE alumni superstars had all been released from WWE over the years, and they either chose, have decided to never come back to WWE, or sadly they have passed away, unfortunately. So some of them, for guys like Adam Bomb, I think Adam Bomb was one of the dudes that did pass. Let me see. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, he is still available. Okay, so Adam Bomb, don't really see him coming back anytime soon. There were rumors that there was like a... Oh, actually, no, sorry, no, wrong guy. Wrong guy. Oh, okay, so I typed in Adam Bomb, but unfortunately what came up was a guitarist. Here we are, Brian Clark, Adam Bomb. Okay, yeah, so it's a possibility we might see him in the Hall of Fame, but who knows. But Adam Cole, let's kick things off with Adam Cole. So everyone knows who Adam Cole is. Former NXT Tag Team Champion. He's a Dusty Cup winner. He's the first ever NXT North American Champion and the longest reigning NXT Champion in history. But people also forget that he had competed on Raw, SmackDown, and defended the NXT title against Butch at Survivor Series, which was a hell of a match. And he's been in what? 1, 2, 3. He's been in every single War Games match, with the exception of the last one that we had last year, which I believe it was Team Black and Gold versus Team 2.0, which 2.0 ended up winning that one. Adam Cole, him coming back to WWE would make sense, because if he were to be a part of NXT 2.0, he would basically, my god, what's the term? can't think of the term. Yeah, I can't think of the term. He would basically be like, how can I put it? Standout. That was the term. I couldn't even think about it. I apologize, guys. I couldn't even think about it. Stand out like a sore thumb. I know the phrase was a little cliche, but still, he would basically stand out like a sore thumb, and everybody on the roster would just target him. So him being on the main roster would make sense. I think him being on Raw would make more sense than for him to be on SmackDown. Because if he were to be on SmackDown, again, he would basically just stand out like a sore thumb. And with Roman Reigns running things on SmackDown, he'll just get lost in the shuffle. So I can definitely see Adam Cole coming back, but who knows? Who knows? AJ Lee. It's a possibility that AJ could come back. The only problem is that with CM Punk now doing his own thing on AEW, which again I don't watch, sadly, but I've heard a lot of great things about them. With Punk being on AEW, it's a possibility that if AJ did come back to wrestling, she would easily just go to AEW. Now, Akam and Razar, the authors of Pain, that would be an interesting one because people forget. Excuse me. By the way, shout outs to Brisk for the pink lemonade. Anyway, not sponsored. Not sponsored. Totally irrelevant. Authors of Pain, I could definitely see them coming back. People forget that they were the most dominant NXT tag team champions in history, and they were also former Raw tag team champions as well. And if they were to go to Raw, odds are it's a possibility that they could realign themselves with Seth freaking Rollins, which could be a possibility. But with these two, SmackDown would definitely be their best bet because the Usos are on SmackDown mostly than Raw, so it would make sense. Oksana, no, there's no way in hell Oksana would ever come back. Alberto Del Rio, even if he did come back, the end result would just be the same, and it wouldn't really matter. So, and plus, I even talked about it before in one of my earlier videos that Alberto Del Rio, the only way he would ever come back to WWE is if he got inducted into the Hall of Fame, which would be justice for him. And if you guys want to know more about that, you could definitely check out that video. I don't know exactly where it's at, but you guys will definitely have to check out that video. It was pretty gnarly. Alistair Black, yeah, this is another dude I could definitely see coming back. Again, another dude that was a dominant and NXT champion, and people forget that his run in the main roster was not even that good. Personally, I feel like he never should have left NXT. I feel like he should have stayed for about another year or so, and then get called up to the main roster, and then just instantly become a household name, win championships. He's good to go. Excuse me. Is it possible for Alistair Black to come back? 100%, no doubt about that in my mind. He had one of the best runs, one of the best NXT runs we had in a long time, and not only that, his first WrestleMania was for tag team gold. So it was pretty. That says a lot about Alistair Black. Now, Alex Riley, on the other hand, if you guys don't know who Alex Riley is, he's a dude that was basically the Miz's protege back in 2010, 2011. I know that he still has a lot of unfinished business with WWE. Maybe win a couple titles. I could see that happening. Alexander Wolf, yes, we need Wolf back for a multitude of reasons. Number one, and hear me out, guys. If Wolf came back to WWE, he goes to SmackDown and targets Gunther and the Intercontinental title. Not only would it be justice for him, but it would be payback. Because if you guys don't remember, Alexander Wolf was discharged from the faction that was once known as Imperium, which the reason being was because he was going to get released from his contract anyway. So they decided to do an angle where Wolf was the reason for Imperium's downfall, and so if Wolf came back and went to SmackDown, he could target Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser, take the title off of Gunther, and it would be sweet justice for him. So I could definitely see him coming back. Alicia Fox, she even said it best in various interviews and on social media. She's done. She's officially retired from WWE from in-ring competition. So, but honestly, she deserves a Hall of Fame spot in my personal opinion. Now, Amir Jordan, if you guys had not watched NXT UK, about a year ago, it was like almost like right around this time, like I would say about a year ago or so, there was a match that was between Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams. They were a team for the latter part of like 2.5 years. They came so close at winning tag team gold, and they had a big opportunity at the tag team titles, but unfortunately Kenny Williams turned heel and turned his back on Amir Jordan. There was a match that they had. It was like a Street Fighter, no DQ or something like that. Loser would leave NXT UK, and Amir Jordan ended up losing, and now we have this new guy named Tiger Tehran, and Kenny is under the impression that he's Amir Jordan. So it's a possibility that Amir Jordan is already back in NXT UK, but only time will tell. But even if it wasn't him, I could definitely see Amir Jordan getting called up to NXT. He needs to be in WWE. He was one of the most entertaining stars on the NXT UK brand, and with his energy in NXT, I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. Now, Andrade, not a lot of championship success. I know that he had a lot of success with the NXT title. He had some success with the United States title, but it just was not. It wasn't anything too crazy. So I could definitely see Andrade coming back, especially given the fact that he's now married to Charlotte Flair. So I could see that happening. Ari Sterling. You guys wondering who is Ari Sterling? You guys remember 205 Live, right? You do? Oh, awesome. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. If you guys know 205 Live, then y'all are some OGs. But if you guys don't know 205 Live, back in 2016, WWE hosted the Cruiserweight Classic, where 32 of the world's greatest cruiserweights from all parts of the world would come in and compete in a tournament, and the winner would become the first ever WWE Cruiserweight Champion. First ever. Anyway, over time, and then later on in 2016, like it was like right around like November or something like that. WWE had a new brand called 205 Live. From that point up until like earlier this year, like right around like WrestleMania season, 205 Live was one of the hottest brands in WWE, and because of the fact that guys like Arya Daivari and Gentleman Jack Gallagher, Austin Aries, Enzo Amore, all these guys are, had all left WWE. Guys like Ari Sterling, Asher Hale, Ashanti the Adonis all came in and, basically took over. And because that they got released from WWE, 205 Live basically became a second NXT, and now we have NXT Level Up, which is basically the replacement for 205 Live. Ari Sterling was a very, very entertaining dude. He was a pretty good dude in the ring. Not sure if I could see him back in WWE. Maybe a part of the NXT roster, but main roster, I would not think he's ready. Arya Daivari, he's already had main roster success. He's doing his own thing now. Not sure if he would come back. Even if he did, not sure how much success he would have in WWE. Arturo Ruas, very interesting dude, had a lot of success in NXT, but not in the sense of winning championships. But still, I could see him coming back to WWE. Now, Asher Hale, as I said with Ari Sterling, Asher Hale was on a semi undefeated streak. So it's a possibility that guys like Sterling and Hale could come back, but only time will tell. Austin Aries, he has a lot of beef with WWE. He definitely had some success in WWE, chasing after the Cruiserweight title. Couldn't do it at WrestleMania, unfortunately. So it's a possibility that he could come back. Batista, he said he was done. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Big Cass, his ego was the reason why he got fired from WWE. I don't see him coming back anytime soon. Big Show, yes, I would love for him to come back to WWE. Maybe become a backstage producer, perhaps, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Billie Kay. She's back with Up Up Down Down, which is a WWE video game YouTube channel. Big shout outs to Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods. Shout outs to him and Up Up Down Down. Dude, hit me up, man. Let's see if we can get a collaboration going. But Billie Kay, I know she has some unfinished business with WWE. Maybe she could have a singles run, like a very successful singles run. It's a possibility, but who knows? Let's see. Billy Gunn, Billy Kidman, Blue Meanie. I don't really see them coming back anytime soon. Bo Dallas, I know that he was a backstage producer for a while, but left WWE. So don't really see him coming back anytime soon. Although people do forget that he is a former NXT champion, actually. People forget about that. Bobby Fish, yes, we need Bobby Fish back in WWE. Honestly, I think all three members of the original Undisputed Era definitely needs to come back to WWE. Have a successful run on Raw. Take all the gold. That's just how the Undisputed Era works. But people forget that between Fish, O'Reilly, Cole, and Strong, Fish has more experience in the ring than the other three members combined, which is pretty crazy. But I can see the Undisputed Era coming back. Boogeyman, yes. People forget that he had He was on a very interesting undefeated streak, and sadly he did not have any. He did not win any championships in WWE, which was unfortunate. But if he came back to WWE and won a title, whether it was the United States title or maybe even a tag team title, he could be a huge threat to the entire roster, depending on which brand he goes to. Braun Strowman, yes. Braun Strowman, so there have been rumors. There have been rumors swirling around that supposedly WWE and Triple H is basically... There are rumors saying that Triple H is interested in bringing back Braun Strowman. Yes, we need him back for a myriad of reasons. One, he still has some unfinished business with the Universal title, and I truly believe that he did not have as much of a successful run as Universal Champion than people may have seem to believe. People believe that his run was great. His run had ran its course, blah blah blah. No, it did not run its course. The reason why Braun Strowman lost the title was because of the fact that Creative thought that he wasn't ready to be Universal Champion, but yet they needed somebody to take the title off of Goldberg, and Braun Strowman was the only one because Roman Reigns left WWE due to the fact that COVID was still going around. So people believe that his run ran its course. Nuh-uh. Hell no. He still got beef with that title. And the same thing goes for Bray Wyatt, The Fiend. There have been rumors saying that Triple H is also interested in bringing him back. So it's a possibility they could come back, but only time will tell. Brodus Clay, don't see that happening anytime soon. Bronson Reed, former North American champion, definitely could see him come back. Cameron is another woman that we could see come back. Candice LeRae, there have been rumors that her and her husband Johnny Gargano are actually interested in coming back to WWE. Cesaro, I know that he's with AEW now, and I think he just won the Ring of Honor World title, which would make that his very first world title ever in his career. I don't know, but I could definitely see him coming back, not like now, but like sometime in the next year or so. So it's definitely a possibility. Chelsea Green, don't see that happening anytime soon. Chris Jericho, even if Jericho did come back, the fans would just boo him out of the building for the fact that he took a lot of shots at WWE during his time in AEW and his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So not sure how the fans would react, but I know that during the John Cena 20th anniversary episode of Raw, Jericho did wish him a happy 20th. So it's a possibility. The Masterpiece Chris Masters, if you guys do not remember him, he basically had this thing called the Master Lock Challenge, where he puts you in the Master Lock, which is basically a full Nelson, and you have to break out of it, otherwise you either pass out or tap out. And the only person that was able to beat the Master Lock Challenge was Bobby Lashley, just because of how strong the dude was. First run in WWE, he got fired due to drug abuse, just a bunch of problems with drugs. Second run, it was actually pretty decent. He had I know his run was short lived, but he said that he had felt a lot better, with his second run. Third run could be the charm. Captain Charisma, Christian Cage. No. With what's been going on with him in AEW, there is no way in hell that he would ever come back to WWE. CM Punk, yes, I could definitely see him coming back at some point. Not like now, but maybe in the next 3 years or so. It's a possibility, but who knows? Kurt Hawkins, there's no way. He'll just get lost in the shuffle. Curtis Axel, I know that he was he was a backstage producer for a little bit, ended up getting fired. Damien Sandow, yes, I could see him coming back. I could see him coming back, beating the hell out of the Miz. Daniel Bryan, the exact same way. It's a possibility they both could come back, but I know that Daniel Bryan still has some unfinished business with Roman Reigns, so it's a possibility. Danny Burch, former NXT Tag Team Champion. Yeah, I mean he was a pretty tough dude, but who knows? Darren Young, there's no way in hell Darren Young will come back. The Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, very high possibility, but who knows? David Hart Smith, I know that he's currently wrestling in Japan, if I remember correctly. But who knows if he'll come back? David Otunga, I don't know. I don't know what the hell he's been doing. We haven't seen him in years, so I don't know if he'll come back or not. Dean Ambrose. There have been rumors from what I heard. There have been rumors saying that Dean Ambrose's contract with AEW is going to expire this year, and he plans to come back to WWE. Is it possible? Who knows? Who knows? We already know that Dexter Lumis is back in WWE. Deonna Purrazzo, she's already having a lot of success in TNA, so she's okay. Draco Anthony, we knew Draco Anthony was gonna get lost in the shuffle. So there's no way in hell that he's coming back. Drake Maverick is another dude that could come back, but who knows? The Rock, yes, we need The Rock to come back. It's The Rock. I mean, come on, really? EC3, very high possibility, but who knows? Brandy Rhodes, or Eden Styles, if you guys remember that name. Technically with Cody Rhodes back in WWE, technically speaking, Brandy is back with WWE, so it's a possibility. It's a possibility Brandy could come back as Cody's manager, but who knows? El Torito, if you guys remember that name, I mean, it's possible. Ember Moon, she's already having success with AEW, from what I've heard. No way in hell. Emma, no chance. The Colognes, Primo and Epico, no way in hell. No shot. Eric Young, no shot. Eric Rowan, possibly. Eva Marie, there is no way. Eva Marie was too full of herself, you know, even her first run in WWE, she was too full of herself. She kept making excuses as far as her match with Becky Lynch. She kept making up excuse after excuse after excuse, and that was what got her fired. And then her second run, you'll have to forgive the dog. It's my uncle's dog. I don't know. Anyway, Eva Marie, no, there's no shot. Evan Bourne, possibly, but with how many concussions he had in WWE, not possible. Eve Torres, no shot. Ezekiel Jackson, possibly. Fandango, I think he said in an interview that he was done with WWE, so who knows. Finlay, as far as being back in the ring, he's already a producer, so there's no way in hell that he'll come back. Gilbert, he's already retired. Goldust, it's a possibility Goldust could come back. I know that he's doing his own thing now, but possibly. Grand Metalik, the Lucha House Party, all three members, Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado, and Kalisto. Possible, but who knows? Hachiman, if you guys remember him from Diamond Mine, he's already doing his own thing with Timothy Thatcher, but it's a possibility. Harlan, no. Harlan is already doing his own thing. He's already with AEW. There's no shot. Heath Slater, possible he could come back, but who knows? Hideo Itami, his ego was the reason why he got fired from WWE, so there's no shot he'll come back. Ho Ho Loon, he's basically a 205 Live OG, part of the first episode of 205 Live. Possible he could come back, but only time will tell. Isaiah Swerve Scott. Now, it's possible he could come back, but the only way that he would ever come back is if he lost. Because I've heard rumor. Because you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Apparently, he and Keith Lee are now tag team champions. So if they drop the titles, Swerve could come back, but only time will tell. Jack Swagger, no shot. I'm just saying, no shot. Jake Atlas, possible, but who knows. James Ellsworth, oh god, no. Hell no. No way in hell. No shot. No shot. Jason Jordan, he's already done with wrestling. He's now a backstage producer. No shot. Jackson Riker is a possibility. Jeff Hardy is a possibility. There have been rumors that the Hardy Boys could be coming back to WWE, so it's possible. Jessamine Duke could be a possibility. Jesse Kamea is a possibility. John Morrison is a possibility. Johnny Gargano is a possibility. JoJo, former Raw and NXT and SmackDown ring announcer, possibly that she could come back, but who knows. The Coach, I would love to see him back in WWE. Josiah Williams, one of the basically a WWE rapper of sorts. Possible he could come back. JTG, Justin Gabriel, Kairi Sane is a possibility as well. Gallows and Anderson could be a possibility. Killian Dane. All these guys could come back. Even Kushida could come back. But I think, honestly, the number one guy that I would love to see come back, and this will be the last one, the last person that I'm going to talk about as I continue on. Kalisto I mentioned. Cassius Ohno, there's no shot on that. Killian Dane. Connor and Victor, the Ascension. Kushida I mentioned. Lana I mentioned. Leon Ruff. Leo Rush. Luke Gallows I mentioned. Malcolm Bivens would be pretty funny to see him back. Maria Shafir. Mia Yim. I think she's gonna retire sometime in the next year or so. Mike and Maria Kanellis. Murphy, Buddy Murphy, Mojo Rawley, Nia Jax, Neville. Going down the line. Percy Watson. I know that he wanted to continue, but he had some other plans. But another dude that could also come back, also Ruby Riott, the Singh brothers, Samoa Joe, is Rob Van Dam. If you guys do not know Rob Van Dam, he was a hell of a dude, hell of an athlete, and there were rumors saying that he could come back to WWE. Even Tony Storm could be another superstar that could come back. We already know Breeze is technically back with WWE as well. So out of every single person that's on the WWE alumni list, I could definitely see all these guys coming. All the guys that I mentioned, I would love to see them all come back. Even also, in my personal opinion, in my honest opinion, I would love to also see, where is he? I gotta keep searching. Gotta search. Keep searching. Where is it? Where's the name? Oh, Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox was another person I could definitely see come back. As far as there's rumors going around with the big 6-woman tag match coming up between Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai against Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Bianca Belair. There's rumors going around saying that we could have a War Games match on our hands. So it's a possibility that all these superstars come back. But the top 5 that I want to see come back the most: Adam Cole, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Johnny Gargano, and Samoa Joe. Those are the top 5 I want to see come back to WWE, but that brings me to the question of the day. Who do you guys want to see come back to WWE now that WWE is under the rule of Triple H? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for this week's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media. Links will be in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you guys want to send me and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.